Welcome to BA Survival. I'm out in the woods today doing a 24-hour solo camp.
This is the kit that I have with me. Check out the link for a full description.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to set up my shelter. I've already decided that I'm going to put it between these two trees, but I'm going to talk for a little bit of the thought process as to why. I am actually going to sleep on the ground today, so therefore you want it to be fairly flat. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is looking around and looking at the state of the trees. Do they look dead? Are there any large branches hanging in them? Again, I don't want them to be falling on me in the night. And what I want to do is move anything out the way that's going to sort of be in the way of my living space. But the distance between this tree here and this tree here should be more than enough for me to fit my tarp in. And the way I have my tarp, the strings and everything else are already attached, so that saves me some time. So I've got my tarp line across, and then I've got the little prusik knots that I can pull out to tighten that. My tarp then, on each of the corners, I've put a hank of string so that I can raise it up or lower it down. A larch tree here, and stuck up in its branches is loads and loads of dry sticks. Now these are going to be perfect for fire lighting. Want about 2 good handfuls of my really fine stuff. Fire is all about preparation, all my stuff nice and really good to go. Lots of dead standing trees around, going to the firewood pile. Fire about here, so I'm going to clear away all the leaves and all the debris, get right down to the bare earth. So I'm going to set up a bit of a platform here. Firstly, it keeps the fire off the damp ground. Secondly, these gaps will provide airflow, which are going to aid in the fire lighting, and also you have a layer of fuel then below. So before I light the fire, I've got everything ready. I've got some nice bits of birch bark, birch catkins, are very fine, and I've got quite a few on there. They're going to accept the spark, and then some really thin bits of birch bark that I can just kind of lay on top of the gun, and these twigs. Let's have a look what we've got in the mystery bag of scran. Okay. So we've got our drinks pack. Here you've got tea, coffee, baby wipes, normally a hot chocolate type drink, a spoon, matches, sugar, whitener, chewing gum. We have protein cereal bar. We have some fruit and muesli, fortified energy drink, sausage casserole, chocolate pudding with chocolate sauce. Guessing it's sort of a tomato-based curry. We have another energy powder, oatmeal block, just nuts, more energy drink, and some peanut butter. There are awful amount of calories and energy inside here. Your three main meals, your breakfast, your dinner, your lunch, and then you've got a pudding, you've got protein snacks, cereal bars, etc. I'm gonna use the hot water now, make a cup of tea. For those of you that haven't made your own spoons yet, the military rations do actually come with a plastic spoon. Double check that this is creamer. There is a sachet of spicy powder, spicy sauce in there, and I opened the wrong one once, and you don't make that mistake twice. You can break these up and make them into a sort of porridge. For how much porridge you get, I find it's nice just to eat it like a biscuit.
For a demonstration on how to make this pot hanger, check out this video.
At varying different heights. To do with this, I'm going to bring all the embers closer together, throw some of those sticks on it, and give it a quick blow, and hopefully it shouldn't require much more than that. To keep the fire too hot all the time, just a couple of sticks, move them together or move them apart depending on how hot you want the fire. The fire might look a little bit frisky there, but that's the sort of fire you want to be boiling some water, some quick thin sticks, get that quick heat, and the fire's died down quite nicely now to a more manageable level. Top tip, I just gathered another big ball of the sticks like I threw on there for my quick fire, and I've put them to the side. It's always a good idea just to, while it's lovely and dry, save some of that because it's going to work a treat in the morning. Good thing about army rations, you can eat them hot or cold. Definitely taste a lot better when they're hot. You can see here my three sort of larger sticks that I'm just going to feed in just to keep that fire smouldering. Lid upside down, otherwise you get dirt in it. So the food is in there piping hot. Got things that actually represent a sausage in this sausage casserole. I do think the army rations have come on. So I'm just boiling the kettle again, boiling the pot again for a sort of late night drink. So I'll catch you in the morning. I've woke up, I've had a little bit of breakfast. I'm just letting the sort of fire die down now. Okay, so I've had my fire here, but an important thing to do is to make sure that we leave no trace. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start to spread out some of the ashes. I've let it die down. Mix that in. Don't want to start any secondary forest fires, but I really want to know that I've been here afterwards. Going to get rid of all the ash, and we're going to cover it over. One final last, have my knife on my belt while I'm walking around the woods. Obviously I'm leaving, so I can't leave that there. So that you take them off your person and put them in a hard to reach place at the bottom of your bag. Alright, so that's the end of my camping trip in the woods. If you've enjoyed them, please give them a like, give them a thumbs up, and please feel free to share them as well.